I feel so clear. I've been in another gear. Yeah, I've been in another gear. I can feel the air up there. When I feel so clear. I've been in another gear. Yeah, I've been in another gear. Yeah, I've been on another wave. About to blast off for days. Damn, they don't even know my face. Pulled her before she even saw my face. Know my whole story before she even talked to me. Feel like I'm a superstar when you walk to me. Everybody wanna know my name. Remember when they couldn't pronounce my name? Hey, gang,
Alright,
on the
we
gang.
back. You can go ahead and you can take our cameras. Let's get it. Yeah, we here, we live, we are direct, we in the building. We're streaming that from Pavy's. I'm sorry, from Pavy's crib. I'm sorry about the first episode. I guess that was just my computer. I'm not gonna lie, we we figuring out how to get a new one. But it might. I told you that one was tweaking too. Remember, I was like, "Yo, mine been tweaking too."
Your computer?
Yeah. It's tweaking. I don't know why, but for some reason, whenever I go over anybody else's place, it won't let me get on the Wi-Fi.
Wait. So you gonna blame it all on me?
Wait a minute. That's why. Can you let me give you some credit and say that it was my fault last time? My bad. My apologies.
It wasn't your fault. Fault is the wrong word.
No, it's always my fault. If it goes wrong, it's my fault. Like I'm technically setting up all of this stuff. So if it don't go right and it don't go up, then it's my fault.
I appreciate the leadership.
I mean that's what you're supposed to do. That's why I got mad at Braun when he didn't do what he was supposed to do in that overtime when JR forgot. No, but that's facts though. But actually,
no,
Lee, turn back on the main camera. Hoops and Brews Happy Hour episode number 89. Scene one, shot one. Cameraman, shout out to Young Lee behind the boards. Directed by TBJ. Here we go. All right, cool. So we got the homie T coming through as always, but the homie Lee, he's in the building as always behind the boards. Lee, give yourself some applause right there. You can go ahead and talk to the people for a second. Let them know who you are. You're number 4. You're number 4 on the boards. I can't hear you.
Number three.
Oh, you number 3. I'm sorry. My bad. I guess T number 4. My bad. What's good, Lee? How you doing today?
Man, chilling. Drank way too much Hennessy last night, though.
I feel you, though, but that's Hoops and Brews. You just took a shot. Actually, I'm mad because I wanted to take a shot before we started, but it's cool.
We definitely need to take shots.
We definitely do. So, Lee, you always say you want to make some drinks.
Yeah, I'll get them poured up.
Eventually, you're going to have to make that happen.
I really
Go ahead.
don't drink alcohol anymore. I just take shots.
Really?
I drink alcohol. Yeah, I'm not about to waste my time.
You drinking it straight though?
I don't chase. I rarely ever chase liquor.
Really?
Rarely ever chase liquor.
Really? That's
why I never have no chasers.
Really?
Because I literally don't if you come to my crib, usually take some shots.
Really?
That's why I don't have chasers or ice because I don't just sit and sip liquor.
Yeah.
I sip wine. I rarely drink beer these days because of the calories.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just sip wine if I'm drinking.
Dope. So, by the way, if y'all watching, I just want to let y'all know, if the stream is laggy or whatever, we are using more cameras now, so it might get a little laggy from time to time. If it get real bad, comment it in the chat, and then we'll eventually check it out and make sure that we can fix it. But it really ain't no way to fix it if it get laggy, to be honest. But if it does get laggy, we will re-upload tomorrow, with the full HD version of it. But we are trying to give you guys some new, more unique kind of content, kind of from different perspectives from us. We want to keep growing. Shout out to Baron Davis. Shout out to the whole team over there at Slick Sports. As I mentioned last episode, we have a kind of a partnership that we're working on with them. We're about to be producing podcasts for Baron Davis's Slick Studios, as well as we are running slicksports.com. So make sure tomorrow you go and you check out our inaugural article as we, Pavy and myself take over the editorial for slicksports.com. So our first article tomorrow is from the homie Scott Hustle. Shout out to him. He's got a great article about the NFL coming on slicksports.com. Lee, go ahead, give some applause to Scott, please. Exactly. So as always, if you're listening to us in podcast or video format, make sure you guys go ahead and you drop a like if you're watching this. If you're watching us on podcast, please make sure you drop a like or rate us high. Feel free to leave a comment on iTunes podcast. We do, or I at least, actually go back and read the reviews. that people leave on those. So we always appreciate the fans out there. So make sure if you're watching, stay engaged with us. If you have any questions that you want to, want us to answer, drop them in the chat room. And also make sure that you guys are continuing to always comment on the videos and leave us questions. Let us know. We always, are interested in responding to your comments afterwards. I know Pavi, especially when people used to leave us sonnets all the time in the comments, but you go in and respond with sonnets as well. So currently we're watching the Nets versus, Phoenix Sun game. What are your thoughts about it?
Don't nobody be playing, bro. Like these high profile matchups with
you could take Pavi for a minute because I want to do something real quick.
These high profile matchups where people don't play. He's got smacked all in the ribs, by the way. But these high profile matchups where people don't play, it's kind of disappointing. I mean, when you look at the schedule, obviously you knew KD wasn't going to play because KD has a hamstring strain. But Kyrie's not playing, so he's literally just hardened against all the other Suns. It's not the most fun thing to watch, but yes, I don't really even have any. Jeff Green got destroyed in the ribs.
But how do you feel about that? Do you feel like I've seen people tweet that the product feels watered down? Speaking of that, by the way, his shirt just looks like he's sweating and he's not sweating.
Talking about me?
Yeah.
Nice.
Because I would definitely, I would definitely think you was sweating. At first, I'm like, you. I was like, all right.
How do I feel about the product? Is it water? I think people. I don't really care about the fans per se. Like, don't really care. Even when I go to the games, I really don't miss the fans that much. Keep it G with you. A lot of the games just haven't been that good. Like, I don't want to go and see a 30-point blowout, bro. That's not fun to watch. Mm-hmm. It's like so many nights. I've seen people say this, but so many nights his teams run up the court, shoot threes, and they'll make the most threes, win the game. And if you miss 20 of them, you lose. You make 20 of them, you win. Mm. And but also
it's understandable.
But also, I think the bubble, the basketball that we saw in the bubble was honestly some of the best basketball that I can remember seeing personally.
Really, why do you feel that way? Because I think it was good for the moment, but like even I saw a lot of coaches say, it's just a couple games. It was 8 games, right?
What?
The bubble.
No, I'm not talking about the playoffs. The playoffs last year was some of the best basketball that we've seen. So we're coming off great basketball. Like for 2 months, it was obviously truncated. It wasn't the same. So the bad teams weren't there playing. You really, for the most part, only had the elite of the elite teams playing. And I thought it was some of the best basketball that we've seen. You saw, 3-1 people getting a 3-1 didn't matter. I thought the Bucks could possibly come back from 3-0 at one point.
You was tweaking.
Nah, I thought all this. I still think that they could have again. Like people, make the most of, but they get swept, but they losing 5. Lost in 5, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, but one of the games, like, they won with no time on the clock. Like, it easily could have been a 1-1 series or a 2-1 series or 2-2 series. Easily.
Yeah.
This year is short, off season. Guys didn't really get to have a training camp. Players don't even really, I think players, some of them may be getting into shape right now. Yeah. Trades still have to happen. It's just a weird, different year, unlike any others, which does affect the product a little bit because obviously a lot of teams just aren't in rhythm or guys haven't had a chance to heal. So guys are like, for instance, we can go into it, but Anthony Davis, AD, he according to when I was listening to Bron on the Road Tripping podcast, apparently they was talking about AD, before the finals, like his heel was black every game. And now he tries to basically has to come back and play another NBA season off of 70 days of rest?
Yeah, I actually have a lot of fear for AD. Because how many times have we said AD always be hurt, but he don't never be hurt. And that Achilles thing ain't nothing to play with, man. Like we saw what they did when they tried to rest it with, Kevin Durant. It doesn't work.
Apparently,
those muscles don't work like that. So I'm praying that they can figure out some medical solution, or if it's just rest, why they just can't rest the man?
Apparently,
he signed to a deal for how many years? It's a bajillion years, bro.
Apparently, the reason why they let him play on it was because it technically wasn't the Achilles. And I even Googled like when it happened, I was in Staples and I Googled just muscles in your Achilles.
Toss it.
and I googled muscles in your Achilles.
Yeah.
You do have other muscles in your Achilles outside of just your Achilles.
Yeah.
Like your Achilles tendon ain't the only muscle down there, so it could be, you know, the one that holds the Achilles with the ankle, or one that holds the. But still, just anything in that area, you kind of really want to be careful with. I mean, obviously, it seems like these days Achilles injuries, they can be repaired, and it's not, you know, as disastrous as it once was. But still, who wants to rehab for a whole full year? Because I tore my Achilles.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's like some of the product this year just guys miss. Like for instance, the Nets, they never play.
Yeah.
And then again with the COVID restrictions, so guys missing a week.
Yeah.
That you know has.
It definitely waters down the product a lot. And I'll say this, like, I've covered 5 Clippers games this year, I believe. I think it's 5. I think I've covered 5 Clippers games this year. I've covered Clippers versus Heat. I've covered Clippers when they got blown out by 50 by the Mavericks. I've covered Clippers versus... Who else have I covered them versus? I've covered 3 other games this year. But that's part of the point. I've covered 3 games and, like, they're all... None of the experience has been a memorable experience.
I mean, you also get the games that like end up with somebody not playing.
But yes, but that's also the point.
Fair.
I went and I covered the game yesterday, and I'm and Kawhi and PG didn't play. I'm covering the game tomorrow. Now it's against the Jazz, so I actually think PG might play tomorrow.
I know that though. PG's out. I think Kawhi's questionable.
No,
they moved PG out.
I don't know because
the report that said. I mean, they said the thing earlier that said
I'm
PG's
talking about
out.
Marcus Morris. Marcus Morris specifically said, like, I think when we play the Jazz, we're gonna have a lot of guys, everybody back full strength, and we're gonna see what we really are about.
Oh, okay.
So I don't necessarily know if that means that his full strength is them with Pat Bev and Kawhi out there, or if he's saying full strength as in like they expecting PG. So that's just based on what I saw from the press conference. But the point is like the product is just not as good as I would like it to be. And I think part of it is just because the players are missing so many games, and like even just being in there,
They can't even practice probably. Like I don't know how much they practice. Do they practice?
I don't know. We don't get to cover post game practice. I mean, we don't get to cover practices anymore. Like they don't even do press conferences after practices, do they? I know they do shoot arounds, but like shoot arounds are shoot arounds.
Because I literally don't think they
shoot arounds be at 8 in the morning. You're not practicing during shoot around. Last year we would go to Clippers games and see full.
No, actually now apparently they do practice doing shoot arounds because they literally can't practice because you gotta everybody got to take a test every time they go to practice. So practicing is a little bit hard. So I think from what I forgot who said this. But they've been finding a way to get practices in, doing like light practices in, doing actual shoot around.
Yeah, that's not practice.
I agree.
So when we want to talk about camaraderie or the product not being as as good as what we want it to be, we have to actually take into account that they don't get the opportunity to actually go out there and practice, and everybody's not practicing. But also, not only is everybody not practicing, but it's a ton of rotational guys missing. There's guys going in and out of the lineup. There's guys, alpha, contract tracing. Like I feel like they thought this traveling COVID circus would be easier, but it's not easier.
I don't think they thought it was easier. I think they thought it just got to get done.
I mean,
I don't think anybody thought it was easy. I just think that they was like, we don't want to sit.
Yeah, but this is killing their product, and I think that they're a league that can't survive consecutive bad years.
I mean, I think that
they can very easily turn into baseball to me, and UFC and NFL can very easily take over the lexicon of American sports.
I think that
especially because UFC is broadcasted through ESPN. Go ahead.
I think that the one thing with the NBA is like people complain about the season every year. Every single year. No, people complain about the season every year. People complain about the season every year. It's just that you have those certain days. Like Christmas was a day, but Christmas that was what, the second day of the season this year? So it's like
third day of the season, but
so like the Christmas games were cool, but like it's the first time some people stepped on the court. Yeah. Usually people talk about Christmas is a start of the season.
I covered Portland too. I covered Heat, Portland, Mavs, and there's 2 other ones that I'm missing.
And then like usually the season heats up after All-Star break, and you get to the playoffs, and then everybody is usually, for the most part, satisfied with how the playoffs go. This year is just weird. It's just a very, very weird year. And then also, like, yes, with people missing time for COVID. I mean, like, look, Jason Tatum missed 2 weeks. That's a whole different.
And he said, and did you see that he said earlier today that you know that sometimes he gets tired in games quicker than he did before.
I'm also sure he does. He missed 2 weeks,
and it makes a lot of sense also as to why he can go off in the first quarter and in the second half we don't hear from him no more.
I mean, yeah, he also did miss. Yes, COVID.
But that's what
COVID as well, and you also missed 2 weeks of game
specifically for Tatum though.
Yeah, but no, I mean, it's just so many. That's why even like people talk about, oh, the Nets are gonna do this. I'm like, are they? They miss it yeah. KD and Kyrie, not KD, Harden and Kyrie go off. Then Kyrie don't play. Then KD come back off the COVID restrictions, strain his hamstring. He out for.
I mean, yeah, but they will be able to put it together. Though.
Will they?
Come on, man, you got to stop.
The only reason I say will they is because I just
they're
think
number 3 right now in the East, and literally they've done nothing at all. Like literally, they're number 3 in the East, and they've done absolutely positively nothing at all.
Okay. But I still think a team like the Bucks. Also,
how do you just say okay to that?
Because
right,
again, I still think a team that has. The thing about the Bucks is Drew Holiday. He's sick, so he was out, which is why they've been losing games. Which I haven't said nothing because Holiday's been out. Even the Sixers, they had Seth missing. Embiid is always in and out.
Yeah, but I think Embiid is the good kind of in and out. His in and out is you're doing injury management, trying to make sure that you can preserve him, especially because they're not going to let Embiid miss enough games because of the fact that he's in the MVP hunt. So if he's in the MVP hunt, then that means Doc Rivers is in the Coach of the Year hunt. So if you're the 76ers, you're not going to allow that, kind of what he's doing this year to dissipate. So you just are going to selectively have him in and out. And also, this is the first leg.
But it has been
first leg.
Yeah, but it has been some. I mean, fans, like, again, if you're not healthy, obviously don't play. But, when they played the Jazz a red hot team. Like, some of these marquee matchups, we got people missing games. Yeah. Like, Sixers, Jazz. I circled that on my calendar. Like, I'm finna watch this. Embiid versus Gobert. I want to see this. Embiid don't play. I mean, it was still a good game, but it's like a whole last Joel Embiid ain't play. Yep. Like, the marquee matchup there, in my opinion, is Gobert and Embiid. I don't get to see that.
Yeah, but Ben Simmons still had a great game. I agree. I agree with what you're saying. Actually, let's talk about Ben Simmons. I told you I still believe Ben Simmons can be better than LeBron.
No,
or greater than LeBron.
No,
not better, greater than LeBron. Did I say better or greater than LeBron?
You said both. He's not on the path.
You know what? I think he can.
He's not.
He got to lead the 76ers, bro.
He's not on the path yet.
Every time he takes more than like 18 shots, he give you more than 20.
They lost the game.
Yeah, but
by actually a decent amount. Like, they went down like shit in that game.
That's because the MVP wasn't there.
That's fair.
But I think he can do that. And everybody's like, oh, well, Ben Simmons finally scored. Yeah, he finally scored more than 15. Yeah, because he took more than 12 shots. If you look at Ben Simmons don't take more than 12 to 13 shots a game. So when LeBron was, a rookie and he was averaging all those points, he was literally out there taking 18 to 19 shots a game. Give Ben Simmons 18 to 19 shots a game. That's my only problem with him on these teams. Is like they have to. I'm not really rocking with Ben where he's at with these teams. Like, I really, 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 really want Ben to get his own team. I think Ben needs his own team. I think what I would love is for them to get a ring and Ben to request a trade. That would be great. Get a ring, request a trade. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, this commercial just maybe I'm ordering a cheeseburger later because of this commercial.
I can't even
shout out to this brand that I'm not gonna say.
Don't even look good to me.
I don't care what you think, Mr. Vegan, Mr. I didn't eat vegetables when you first came to California. When you first got off the plane, G, you literally told me I don't eat vegetables, and I said, yeah, potatoes are kind of vegetables. You like, yeah, but them the only vegetables I eat. Then if I eat vegetables, you said I don't eat nothing green. You pronounce arugula arugula. And now you sitting up here criticizing me for eating a burger.
I didn't criticize you. I'm just saying,
Mr. Let me get a burger with cheese plain, nothing else.
Yeah, I still eat turkey burgers with
let
cheese
me let me get tacos with cheese plain, nothing else.
I still eat some tacos with cheese plain, even though I will prefer, the regular LA style tacos, actual tacos.
No, now you like LA style.
I remember
when I took this man to an authentic Mexican restaurant. This man was like, when he first came there, he was like, take me to Chipotle. Take me to Chipotle. I'm not eating this. Take me to Chipotle.
Yeah, but like I don't understand.
It was just in a marinade, bro.
I still would.
Once you cook the meat, they leave it sitting in the marinade so it can get like it just absorbs the juices and becomes softer.
still
They
don't
pull
really
it out,
like
they
looking-
drain the meat, and then they put it in
And I
your
still
taco.
don't like looking at that to this day.
That don't
Food, like meat don't look like literally every time I cook meat, I want to become a vegetarian. It don't look like some shit I should be eating at all.
Shit.
Every time I cook meat, I'm
give
like,
me,
this
give
is
me,
fuck.
give me that filet mignon.
Literally every time
Give
I
me
cook
that filet
meat,
cut.
every time I cook meat, I'm like, this is disgusting.
Every time I eat meat,
Every single
every time
time.
I eat meat, I'm like, I know this is probably not the best for me, but I love it so much.
And also, sometimes I just want some fucking Chipotle. Maybe I don't want authentic anything. I want the American version of it. I just want Chipotle. I like Chipotle.
I know you like Chipotle.
I think
The
Chipotle
point
is
of this is
cool.
not about if you like Chipotle. The point of this is that you got the nerve to be sitting up here criticizing me for saying a burger look
criticizing
good. To my, oh, that don't even look good to me. So what? It look good to me.
No, that's fair.
It look good to me. Everybody got their own taste in women, men, whatever. It look good. She look good to me.
No, she don't.
That burger with the pepper jack cheese on her, with the grease
Pepper
dripping
jack
off
cheese
of
is
her, she
fire.
look good to me.
Pepper jack
with
cheese
on the
is fire.
brioche bun, she look great to me.
Pepper jack cheese is fire.
She look real good to me on the brioche bun.
Pepper jack cheese is something
She
I
looking
discovered later in
she
life.
looking excellent on that brioche bun with the
Pepper-
cheese and the mustard on it,
Pepper
with the
jack
the
cheese.
light mayo underneath the bottom of it. That's what I'm saying.
Pepper jack cheese is something I discovered later in life. Which
Actually, if you had to, I know this is a random. If you had to compare NBA players to cheeses, what player would you compare to blue cheese?
blue cheese?
Yeah,
I never asked for blue cheese. So what's the player that you never asked for? This is
Kelly Oubre, what you talking about, John? Come on. That man wild and consistent.
I ain't gonna say Kelly Oubre, G. I ain't gonna say Kelly Oubre, G. The reason I ain't gonna say Kelly Oubre, G, because Oubre be balling sometimes, G. Oubre just hit or miss. Blue cheese, I just don't ask for.
Blue cheese hit or miss, dog.
I fuck with blue cheese.
I fuck with blue cheese. I just
I
never
love
asked
blue
for it.
cheese.
Nah.
I personally love blue cheese, so I don't know what you talking about.
I just haven't, like,
I personally love blue cheese, sir.
usually I just
I
grab a ranch
personally
and I just
really
keep it at
enjoy
that.
some blue
God
cheese.
damn, Jai, he did that in the middle of losing by 21.
I mean, it
It
always
was definitely JJ Redick and Gomez at the rim. He
it's
was like,
like,
yeah, I'm
yeah,
jumping.
yeah.
Zion even jumped back like, whoa.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah, look at you. Like, hey, I'm cool on that one. Zion, the Lion.
Who would you want, Ja or De'Aaron Fox?
Give me Ja. I told you, Ja got the potential to be a top 10 point guard all time. But let's get back to this. What NBA player is the pepper jack cheese?
Well, it's currently now my go-to. So who's my Gobert? Gobert, G. Gobert, G. Gobert, G. Gobert. Gobert, because pepper jack cheese is my go-to. Anytime in the store, I get the pepper jack cheese, G. Anytime I got a chance to watch Rudy Gobert play, I'm watching Gobert. I'm watching Gobert in the Jazz. Run through people.
Rudy Gobert.
I am very excited to go to this game on Friday, by the way.
Put this in your phone notes. Rudy Gobert is the pepper jack of cheeses. Or how do we? I don't even know how to put that. Whatever. All right. Okay. Who's your cheddar cheese? Who's the cheddar cheese of the NBA?
LeBron is classic.
Okay.
LeBron's classic. Cheddar cheese is classic.
I ain't mad
LeBron.
at that. I ain't mad at that. Who is the Swiss cheese of the NBA?
I fuck with Swiss cheese, but I don't eat it all the time. So who's somebody I fuck with, but I don't vibe with them all the time. But it's always efficient when I have it. I'm gonna go with Kawhi. I fuck with Swiss cheese hard. I rock with Swiss cheese. I don't get it all the time. But if I'm ordering, like for instance, if I get a turkey burger from Fat Burger, they don't have pepper jack cheese, they got Swiss cheese. I'm gonna get the Swiss cheese. I've also like bought some Swiss cheese from like fucking Gelson's, the Swiss cheese that they pack.
Okay. All right.
So it's like I fuck with Swiss cheese. Who was the mozzarella? Who was the shaved Parmesan?
Actually, no. Well, okay. Well, go ahead. You just named them both. Go ahead.
The mozzarella cheese.
Or you asking me? I asked you three. You can go ahead. All right. Who's the shaved Which kind of shaved Parmesan? And the kind that's in the fridge or the kind you get at the restaurant?
The kinds in the fridge that you gotta like sprinkle on the cute kind.
The kind that's in the fridge. Who's fridge shaking Parmesan?
This is a wild.
Paul
random
George.
conversation. That's fair. I fuck with shaved Parmesan.
You know what I mean? Like you like shaved Parmesan out the fridge, but you prefer to have fresh shaved Parmesan from like the restaurant. That fresh shaved Parmesan will probably be like Steph Curry. Cause that makes the pasta amazing. In terms of mozzarella, you need mozzarella for pizzas, so you need that for anything good. I'm gonna actually go. Damn, who's
KD.
KD is the mozzarella of NBA players. He gotta be because he's consistent.
Yeah, you put that man on any team though too. They're automatically better.
And pizza can never be bad.
Yeah, true.
I've never had a bad pizza before.
Yeah, true.
I've had mediocre pizza. I've had a bad pizza before.
Yeah, true. Have you ever had Gouda cheese? Gouda?
I think maybe once or twice, but I can't remember what it tastes like.
Lee, have you had Gouda?
Yeah, it's good.
Who's the Gouda cheese of the NBA, Lee?
How did we get to this conversation?
Because, I mean, it just seemed like a random thing. I just started naming cheeses. I'm sure this is going to be interesting. Somebody going to be like, nah, that person is this. I'm sure it's people. What are the people in the chat
that
saying,
person's
Lee?
Tullamook cheddar.
What do they say? Yeah, exactly. What do they say in the chat, Lee?
Tullamook cheddar.
Yeah, someone said he vegan. Now I get it.
I get it. He's vegan. Now I get it. Now I get it.
That's hilarious. But
and also, G, these 75, G, 75.
Every game, bro.
These 75,
in the
G,
first
I don't want to
half.
watch that, G.
Yeah, what other games are on right now?
Nothing. It's the last game of the night.
Oh, okay.
Because half the games got postponed today. It
Oh.
was like games that, I mean, not to say, I mean, obviously we hope everybody's okay.
Yeah.
But like, I wasn't going to watch Spurs Hornets probably anyway.
I was gonna watch Spurs.
You
Hornets.
probably were. I wasn't going to watch Spurs.
I want to
Hornets.
see what
I wasn't gonna
LaMelo
watch
versus
Bulls
Pop
Pistons.
number 2.
I wasn't going to watch Bulls Pistons.
Yeah, true. That is true.
Even though the Bulls actually won a game yesterday. That was a good game. And I was watching the Pacers. Gee, I understand why Miles Turner leads the league in blocks because he jumps at everything. He jumps at everything, bro.
I can believe it.
At everything. Like, stop doing that, G.
He don't care.
Him, Sabonis, and somebody else, I think it's like Randall, lead the league in fouls.
That's hilarious.
So, G, how your two top bigs lead the league in fouls? Either your guard's not playing defense. Something is going wrong here.
I mean, yeah, what's their record right now?
That's a great question.
Can you look in Chrome if you can,
I got
Lee?
you.
Okay. I mean, Lee, you can look it up in Google Chrome if you want to pull up Chrome.
The record is...
Yeah, I don't even know what their record is right now.
Their record is...
We got to get a statistician. We got to get a statistician.
14 and
into
14, so they're
eventually.
500.
Like, we got a lead, now we got to get a statistician.
They're 500.
They're 500?
14 and 14.
Okay. Who's... can you read off the Eastern Conference standard? Standings.
Philly is number 1, 18 and 10.
Okay.
Brooklyn is 17 and 12, soon to be 13 and 12. Milwaukee is 16
I think
and
Brooklyn
12.
gonna win this game, by the way.
Shit.
Better shot Brooklyn win this game.
G, you gonna be bet 2 shots.
Let's do it. I bet you Harden go off for 20. I bet you Harden go off for 28 in the second half and they win this game. 2 shots. Boom. Book it right there.
Milwaukee is 16 and 12. Boston is 14 and 13. Indiana 14 and 14. The Knicks are 14 and 15. Toronto is rebounding. They're 13 and 15.
See you, Lee.
Charlotte is 13 and 15.
Uh-huh.
Chicago is 11 and 15. Miami is 11 and 16. And yeah, Atlanta is 11 and 16. Orlando 10 and 18. Cleveland fell all the way off 10 and 19. What do you think about Andre Drummond's comments? I mean, what Draymond's comments about Drummond? Washington's 18 17 and Detroit is 18 and 19.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and put who the camera on, Lee? Lee, who the camera on me? Drummond's comments.
Not Drummond's, Draymond's
No,
comments.
I mean
on
Draymond's
Drummond.
comments on Drummond. Honestly, I guess we should just use the lives when we doing this so that we can just move around. Like, we got the wireless joints, we might as well. But I actually like the way it sounds. Like, it literally sounds like I'm in your ear. But we chilling right now watching the game, so whatever. My thoughts on Draymond's comments on Andre Drummond are that he's 100% correct, but at the same time, he got to understand leverage. Y'all don't got that kind of leverage, so that it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, you can be mad all you want to. So what? You ain't got that kind of leverage. Like I wonder especially back when, remember when all the George Floyd stuff was happening and everybody was talking about the NBA and we was debating on if, on if they should play or whatever, and people talking about their own leagues and all own stuff. Like, what are they without this institution that is the NBA? So I understand that they might have strong feelings about stuff, but at the same point in time, like, you all aren't the organization. You are a player in the organization. And you guys are one of 453 versus they one of 30. So when we looking at that from the same perspective, it's like you guys not going to be able to wield more power than them because it's less of them. And you all have historically shown to be divided. So I understand that you, quote unquote, might be mad that, and I think it's weak that they would tell Drummond to do that or whatever, but because I think it's just poor communication. But poor communication happens in companies all the time. I think Draymond was the same one, or I think Draymond was the same one when he was defending Kevin Durant. They said, well, you guys don't criticize Fortune 500 CEOs for going to the best organization if they want to woo. Okay, cool. Well, if you're thinking about it from that perspective as a business, then you need to think about it from the overall perspective as a business. And the overall perspective as a business, whoever's distributing the money is always going to protect their best interests, and they're going to make sure their money's protected. And if you collecting a paycheck, whether you an employee or not, or a contractor or whatever it is, you still be holding to whoever cutting that check. Because if that check don't come, you ain't getting paid. So I feel it. They get they be mad or whatever, but really, the league partially do it because of drama. Partially they do it because they be trying to negotiate through the media. It's like, it kind of is what it is, bro. Y'all getting paid absorbent amount of money. Like ridiculous amounts of money to play basketball. Like, I understand it's real life and their mental health is a part of it, and it does suck to get traded and all that shit like that. But at the same point in time, we also have to like really take into account what's going on. Like, you talking like I should feel bad for Andre Drummond because he got to stay in basketball shape and continue to earn a $30 million contract. Come on, man. I don't want to hear that, bro. I'm not feeling sorry for this man. Like, it sucks. Yes, it's unfortunate. Boo-hoo, the owners, whatever. I don't care. I just literally, I'm like, I don't care, bro. I don't care. You can take the camera on Pavi.
I think Draymond is right, but at the same time, I don't think the organization is wrong. And then also, I think a lot of the times the reason why, when he was talking about people's representation, I think the media does it a lot, actually. I think that, which is why players don't like the media, but I think the media would be the one that would, say a player is a quote-unquote distraction, or, when Harden handled things the way he handled things. I think that was more the media. I don't know if players contributed to, because John Wall and them said those things, but at the same time, the media asked them for quotes. So, yeah, I think that's more so the media. As far as, the organization saying he can't play, I mean, what you want the organization to do, like, if I'm an organization, I'm going to protect my asset, because what if I'm trying to trade you? You go out here and get hurt, and now I can't trade you. So, I mean, I feel him. Like, yes, it definitely does suck. I mean, it does suck. And then, like I said, people, you don't know what that man may be going through. I mean, it definitely is unfortunate that, somebody can basically tell you, we don't want you no more. I mean, that sucks. Like, we don't want you so much that we will pay you. That we will pay you to just sit there. Now, obviously, you say you're getting paid $30 million, and yeah, that's all good and dandy. But these guys, they all have money. Hopefully, if they save it right, they aren't going broke. And then also, you don't start to play the game for money. You play the game because you love it. So, to tell somebody, they got to come out here and show up every day and participate in practice and not be a quote-unquote distraction. And then also, like, who decides what exactly a distraction is? I feel like even that is a lot of times the media decides what a distraction is, and not necessarily the players or whoever else. I think it's just the media, because even still, like I said, we ask the questions. We do want us to go out there and say, oh, so what did you like? Oh, well, Andre Drummond. Hold on, like, Andre Drummond was out last night. What did you think about that? Like, we are the ones who asked the question, so we create.
Yeah, but nobody asked Draymond. He volunteered that info. He volunteered.
I don't know how that came. Like, I don't know how that came about. I literally still till right now have not.
That's a shot.
You put it on ice though.
Yeah.
I literally still to this moment have not seen what sparked that response. I've only seen the response.
It's still juice.
I didn't see the question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
It's in the fridge.
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah, pass that to Lee. Go ahead. It's Hoops and Brews, by the way. Go ahead. We listening.
To this day, I've never seen. Well, I said today, but to right now, I've never seen what sparked him saying that. So I don't know what he got asked.
I don't think he got asked anything. I think he just kind of said, "I have something to say," and then went on that 3-minute long tangent.
That's
and I understand. Like I said, I'm not upset at him. I respect him for
stick. He should do that. You as a player should stick up.
He's one of the leaders. Also, exactly. He's a part of the Clutch Legion.
Yes, you as a player who has voice and has
Clutch
a cachet.
F Draymond.
You know, you are one of the bigger names in basketball. That's what
you,
that's what we would want you to say about your fellow brethren. Mm-hmm. But like I said, it's just these situations just be sticky situations, bro. Because it's like I don't think the organization is wrong. I don't think the player would be wrong for, feeling away. It's just, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody is wrong in this particular instance. I think that, how many times have I said you collectively bargain for a reason? It's a CBA for a reason. It's a negotiation. And in a part of the negotiation, they can do what they want to do. And you can't do what you want to do. And that's just what it is. They can do what they want to do. You can't do what you want to do. So what you want to do? Literally. That's what it is. They can do what they want to do. You can't do what you want to do. So what do you want to do? Nothing. You can whine in the media all you want to. You changing that CBA? No.
I mean, it's not about changing the CBA. It's more so about changing the narrative, really.
What's the narrative?
The narrative is that organizations can do certain things and nobody says things about the organization.
That's what it is.
But listen, players don't have the same rights. Or people don't look at
they're
things.
Employees.
But listen.
They're employees.
But listen.
Are they not employees? These players employ, and you are an employee.
It, but listen,
be an employee.
I understand it, but
you are literally an employee. You don't sign your own checks. They sign your checks. You're an employee.
But can you listen? But it's also the way that people think about the players. For instance, it's like, okay, you see Draymond saying, "Oh yeah, I was out at the bar last night."
And why the fuck is he out at a bar if he's supposed to be in protocol?
That's a whole nother thing.
What? Like, I don't understand why is he out at the bar if he's supposed to be in protocol?
I don't know if it said bar. Well, he tweeted he was somewhere in like the hotel or something, whatever.
Okay, if he at the hotel bar.
I think he was at the hotel bar. Don't want to put it to the hotel bar somewhere. He tweeted it. You can find the tweet. I don't know if it's up. He tweeted it. And people was like, you got to guard Kevin Durant tomorrow. Why are you doing that? But it's like, bro, you go out.
Because he's an analyst now. He's a basketball player / analyst.
But also, it's like, listen, bro, you go out to the fucking bar when you got to wake up and get up at 9 a.m. So it's like, it's more so the narrative. It's more so the narrative of.
You can look at me that way. You have ruined many of my fabrics.
It's like, it's to me
from
just
spilling
more
shit on my couches. You and Scott. Where's Scott at?
To me, it's just more so the narrative.
You go in his house and spill stuff. Go ahead.
To me, it's just more so the narrative of just like how players get looked at. For instance, like even when he talked about, players not developing. People will put it on the player, but like you'll see the Suns. The Suns can have a top lottery pick for fucking a decade. They get one good player. You don't put no blame on the organization, and for them drafting terribly, you put all the blame on the player.
Who was the one good player?
Devin Booker.
DeAndre Ayton isn't you don't think he's a great talent? They haven't done a good job of developing him. Did they draft Kelly Oubre?
No.
Who drafted Oubre?
The Wizards.
Okay.
They drafted Draymond. They drafted Marquise Chris. They drafted who else we want to go down the line that the Suns have drafted that haven't developed? So it's like people put so much things on the player, but the organization does get to be exempt. But that's narrative, and that's how the pictures are painted.
What it is with that. You're an employee.
I mean, yeah, but
you're an employee, and when you get drafted high, guess what? You get drafted to go to the worst organization.
Yes,
there's no other business where if you are the top recruit coming out of your class, you go to the worst business.
Yes, but also
at the same time, if you go to the worst business, you get paid the most. So I'm not crying for these guys.
Yeah, but also same times the scouts are employees as well. The training staff, they're employed by the team as well. It's not just the players that are employees. So it's like, why don't these organizations and these franchises get the same credit for being bad that these players do when they don't, develop the way that they should develop? Mm-hmm. And I get that part of it. A lot of it literally is just narrative and how we look at the players. And a lot of that is from the media. Because the media member be like,
I'm not just gonna blame it on the media.
A lot of media.
But you don't think this sport works off drama lines?
Of course it does. But again, these are people's real lives, so I can understand why they would be frustrated. But of course it does. You tell me I'm not dedicated because I want to go out and have fun.
Who said they weren't dedicated?
I'm just saying, like, people.
No. Who's saying who ain't dedicated?
No, I'm just.
And some of these guys do be having too much damn fun.
I feel you, but
some of these guys.
I feel you, but I will.
How many times are you questioning other people's dedication to the game when you hear a guy is one of the hardest workers in the gym, or when you at that practice and you see a guy staying late to get up shots? You see that?
Yeah, but you can still stay late and go to the club too.
Yeah, but if you're not staying late, and I see you at the club, then what?
Nah, obviously.
Come on, man. That's what this is. What I'm saying is, like, we got to get to the point where we're not gonna act like these guys aren't employees. Your goal when you're an employee is to show up and do your job.
My thing is, there's more employees.
And if you aren't the person or one of the people signing your checks, you are beholden to your employer. And you can be upset at it. Go make your own league. But you aren't going to do that. They're not going to do that. So I don't know what to tell you, G. Bargain better.
I mean, I don't think there's nothing wrong with the collective bargaining agreement. Like, again,
yeah,
like with the...
bargain that away. Bargain that teams got the same rights y'all got. If that's what your concern is.
I mean, technically, like, shit, they still got to pay you. Ain't like they could just take his money away. They got to pay him.
That's my whole point.
But
that is literally my entire point. They're an employee, so we don't care, G.
I mean, I understand. Again, I get where it's coming from.
If you getting traded from podcast team to podcast team, is that check still clearing?
I mean, yeah, but it's still a certain feeling. Yeah, but people feel away, bro. People have emotions, G. Now,
get over
I don't know
it.
what
You're
that
an employee, G.
Yeah, but people have emotions.
People in organizations get fired all the time. They literally they've literally made people sell their teams. Lie to me. They haven't made people sell their teams?
Yeah.
So they
make you sell your team when you were very because I mean shit, I guess even if you were owner, you were part of some collective. You're
beholden to the collective bargaining agreement. So negotiate better. That's all I'm saying. Negotiate better.
I think the point was just
I understand the point, but the point is negotiate better.
I don't think you can negotiate narratives away.
And don't sit up here and tell me that a guy is that I should feel sorry for this guy for having to sit out for making $30 million. Oh, his contract might be affected. No, his game is what is affecting his play. Because if Andre Drummond was out there playing better, and as these scouts say, not putting up an empty 30 and 20, then we wouldn't be talking about this.
I don't think you can negotiate away narratives though, and like negotiate people's minds and what they think about things away.
Shot, by the way.
It's on ice. How we gonna take a shot on ice?
What you mean you can't drink it?
Oh, you said drink it, yeah.
I mean,
if they win this game, I'm gonna be mad as fuck. By the way,
you know how to take a shot on ice?
I always
just drink it.
If they win this game, I'm literally gonna be mad as fuck. It's an 11-point game. I'm gonna be very angry if they win this game and I gotta take two. I'm gonna be steaming mad if they win this game and I gotta take 2 shots. Steaming mad.
It's actually decent.
But yeah, I mean, again, it's just an unfortunate situation. Nah, it's crazy to me that don't nobody want the man. Like, gee, the man be giving you 20 and 20. Can't nobody want 20 boys?
I don't think anybody don't want him. What are you talking about? I'm not trading for him.
Why not?
You the GMO Pavi. The king of don't trade for that man. He gonna literally leave.
That's
now
not what
you
I
want
said.
to tell me we should trade for Andre Drummond?
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
God.
That's not what I said. The reason why you do trade for Andre Drummond is if you have a contract that you don't want to pay, you can trade for Andre.
Don't trade for that man.
You can trade for Andre Drummond because his contract is still like $24 million. If you want to re-sign him, you probably can. I mean, he's not clearly if he can't.
Yes, but why would I trade for him when I can sign him?
When? In the offseason?
Yes.
Because maybe you can't. Because maybe you don't have a cap room to. Because maybe you have somebody who's on that deal getting paid
He's
like
not that
$20
valuable
million.
then to what teams are running.
I understand that, but it's like, damn, G, he gets you 20 boards. You can't use them? You don't want the 20 boards, G?
G.
He can't get a run?
G. Are you serious, bro?
G, he get you 20 boards. G, can't nobody use 20 boards, G?
G. Mike Scott started at center in the Philadelphia versus Utah Jazz game.
No, he didn't. Dwight Howard started at center.
You're lying. Mike Scott
Are you sure about that?
You gonna tell me I ain't see what I saw?
If you say
Mike Scott was the starting center that game.
They couldn't use Drummond to get 20 rebounds that game?
No.
The Kings
We got
can't
Ben
use
Simmons
Drummond,
out there, G.
The Kings can't use Drummond, G. The Nets can't use. Nets can't trade for him anyway.
The Kings can't use Drummond. Bad teams can use him. But if I'm a bad team, I'm gonna let him come and we gonna sign up for. If I'm Mike G, when Drummond hit the market, G, come sign with us, G. I got you with a mini bag. I'm not gonna give you what you want, but Drummond would be amazing for them. Drummond would actually make the Hornets a threat to get to the second round in the playoffs.
I thought you was about to jump off the bridge.
If you can get to the second round, you can get anywhere. But I'm not going that far.
Fuck out of here.
I'm not going that far.
I thought you was about to jump off the bridge.
You're not gonna hit that button on me.
I thought you was about to jump off the bridge. I'm like, oh, what you doing here?
They still can get to the second round regardless, though.
Depending on who they play. They can get to the second round this season.
Depending on who they play.
Not this season.
Who are they playing? Who are they playing?
They right now.
They kind of are teetering between that 6 to 7.
They right now would be
eighth.
playing
They're eighth right now.
They're eighth right now. They were 6 about 3 weeks ago.
They could be anywhere from 8 to realistically 5.
But if you get Drummond and you 5, you could upset somebody in the first round.
Beating Boston.
Maybe.
You shitting me.
Maybe.
You shitting me.
Maybe.
You lying to me.
Gordon Hayward gonna do it for the culture.
Telling me a lie.
The Gordon Hayward gonna do it for the culture.
Get his ass whooped for the culture.
He gonna do it for the culture. He gonna do it for them Stormers. I'm joking, by the way.
Jaylen Brown gonna do it for us.
Shout out to Gordon Hayward. Huh?
And Jaylen Brown gonna do it for us.
Who was us?
The African American community.
I'm crying. What about Jason Tatum?
He gonna do it for us too.
I'm crying. But in terms of the Nets, we keep talking about them.
They look crazy. That shit against the Kings yesterday was what? Did you see the Kings game?
I didn't watch Nets.
Gee, that shit was wild, bro. It was a 5-point game, and then it was a 30-point game within 3 minutes.
Okay.
This shit was wild. Kyrie was losing his damn mind.
Yeah.
Kyrie shot 80, 70, and 90 yesterday.
What
the fuck? Here's a conversation. Is Kyrie the best shooting guard in the NBA?
Is Kyrie Irving the best
shooting guard in the NBA?
Who's the shooting guard? Who are the shooting guard? Well, is Kyrie? I don't think Kyrie.
He playing shooting guard. Harden the point guard. Literally, he said he the point guard.
Who did? Harden?
No, Kyrie told Harden, you the point guard.
Really?
He literally said in an interview that he told Harden, he went to him and said, you are the point guard. I'm the shooting guard. And then DJ came up to Kyrie after the game and said, why? Harden is the best playmaker by far on the team.
Yeah.
And Harden been playing point.
Yes. Until you sent any kind of double or trap near Kyrie, and then instantly everything you just wanted was not happening.
Why would you be trapping Kyrie? Because Harden is the point guard. So he gon' even with the way Kyrie play now, he really not dribbling that much.
I also think they're gonna zone up against the Nets and make them shoot every game, and it's gonna be tough. I think a team like the Bucks or the 76ers could zone up against the Nets and make life very tough for them. I think the Celtics low key could zone up against the Nets and make life tough for them. And you say you think they can do that, yeah, but that's not how you. I don't think they have the shooting that the Warriors had to be able to win a championship shooting threes. And honestly, they're not going to shoot that much. They're really going to do a lot of this in ISO as well. So, no, I'm sorry.
Even when you watch Kyrie play this year, at least when Harden's there, he's not doing that much ISO. A lot of it literally looks like he's not playing exactly like Klay Thompson because obviously, Klay Thompson was way more catch and shoot than him. But it kind of looked like it. It's like everything is kind of under 2 dribbles. He really don't be dribbling that much. At least last night he wasn't.
Yeah, but we're not talking about last night. We have to talk about this the Brooklyn Nets from the perspective of being championship contenders.
That's how he need to play. Obviously.
Actually, can we talk about another team, the Bucks?
They're my finals pick, Bucks and Jazz.
I'm unimpressed with the Bucks. I don't think they are any better. Nothing about anything that they've done this year has impressed me. Nothing about anything Giannis has done this year has been overly impressive. He taking some different shots, but like cool.
I think that matters though.
Not really, because
I think it matters to me.
He's not when they zone up on him, he's not taking those shots. So therefore, those shots mean nothing to me.
I think that this year you have Drew, who I think helps. Also, Chris Middleton is averaging like six assists this year, which is a upkick.
I'm not upset at that.
He's still giving you like 24 points.
But is he gonna turn into Chris? Turn the camera on me. Is he gonna turn? Is Chris Middleton going to turn into Chris Middleton?
He hasn't done that though. Like even last year in the playoffs,
last year in the playoffs he was Chris Middleton for the first couple games. Then once Giannis got hurt, he was hot.
No, he wasn't. The issue with last year in the playoffs was that they were like, oh, well, Giannis is the MVP, so we have to go to Giannis down the stretch in these games, knowing that man ain't got no moves. What you doing? You can't just run over people to the rim with 18 seconds left, bro. We not going. Give Chris Middleton the ball because he's your best half-court scorer and let him do his work. When they did that, they actually found success. The series in Boston 2 years ago, Chris Middleton was far and away the best player on the Bucks. Far and away. He was balling. Giannis was cool. He was balling.
He always be cool.
Who?
Chris Middleton.
No.
He's like, Giannis needs a Kobe. He's not a Kobe.
I disagree with that.
He's more of a, and this is no excuse to him because he was a great shooting guard when he was in the league. He's more of a Michael Redd.
He's better than Michael Redd.
I don't think he's better.
He's better than Michael Redd.
Michael
Redd couldn't handle the ball like him.
If Michael Redd was in the game right now, I think Michael Redd would be better than him.
Nah,
actually, I like the fact that Michael Redd can't handle the ball as good as him because run your ass off picks and shoot.
Yeah, but
Middleton is not that guy.
Yeah, but they need.
And I don't think, and don't get me wrong, he's not terrible. He's a perennial all-star. He'll be a guy that'll make the Hall of Fame, and I'll be mad.
He's not going to make the Hall of Fame. How old is he right now?
I don't know.
28 years old? He's not making the Hall of Fame.
28? No. Okay, fine. Never mind. I thought he was like 26 or 20.
I think he like 27.
I thought he was like 26 or 25.
Nah, he may have been in the league for a minute.
Let's see.
Yeah, nah, he's not making the Hall of Fame.
How old is Chris Middleton? No, he's 29. Never mind.
Yeah, no, he's not making the Hall
never
of
mind. Never mind. I'm sorry. I thought he was like 25, 26. He old as hell. Definitely not making the Hall of Fame, but he'll be in the Hall of Bucks fans' hearts.
I mean, what is he 50, 40, 90 again this season? Yep. 50. I think, look, man, the reason why.
How many time All-Stars is he? 2 or 3? Or just one?
I think he might be 2.
Look. It don't show it up there. Should show.
I was looking at the Bucks.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm listening.
I mean, they're second in offense
I'm slowly
right now.
getting tipsier.
They're second in offense right now. They're 11th in defense right now. But I think that they can upkick that.
They're second in offense?
They're second in offense right now.
The Bucks are second in offense?
Why wouldn't they?
I'd be watching their games and I'd be like, I'm unimpressed, G.
You're unimpressed.
I'm unimpressed. I am unimpressed.
You are unimpressed because you've seen what's happened the past couple years. So it's like, okay, they do the same thing every season. They blaze through people in the regular season. Playoffs come, they get in the series,
unimpressed.
somebody's scheme.
Keep it. I'm unimpressed.
But nah, for one, when I look at the East, I mean, the reason why I don't fully believe in Philly is because they're 14th in offense, I think, and 5th in defense. You got to be top 5 in both. Not in the top 5, top 10 in both. Now, granted, obviously the season ain't nowhere near over, and they can definitely kick up and become that. Mm-hmm. But you got to be top 10 in both. The Nets, they're like first in offense, they're like 25th in defense.
Yeah.
Also, when I look at Nets, I've said many times, I don't think the Nets will have enough in-game reps that when, now I could be wrong, and also, the season isn't over yet, but I don't think they'll have enough in-game reps with the way it's going, with people being in and out the lineup, that when they fall to 2-2 in the series, they can draw from those moments, and they can draw from moments of adversity. As far as the Bucks go, they have the second best offense. I was even watching a video on YouTube about them, and I mean, the way that they wanted to play defense last year made sense. It's just that the Heat happened to be the best three-point shooting team in the league. So you want to protect the paint, and they had to be the best three-point shooting team in the league. So you kind of like giving up those threes in honor of protecting the paint. It's like, that's not really going to work. But I think that they can upkick it to being top 10 in both. And also, I think that Drew gives them another element that they didn't have last season.
What's that element?
I think that he's, number one, a much better defender than Eric Bledsoe. He's a better defender
I
than
mean,
Eric
hopefully
Bledsoe.
he can shoot better than 30 and
He's a better defender
60.
than Eric Bledsoe. I think he can, and I think he's a better offensive player than Bledsoe as well.
You good?
And the
over there?
playmaker, yeah, as well.
Okay.
No, he's great.
All right.
Great pickup for them.
Yes.
That was the reason why they're my pick coming out the East. Though,
You can turn that camera on you, by the way.
So it's like I think he helps. I think he really makes a difference.
We'll see. I look at the Bucks and nothing about them makes me excited.
And I think Giannis did.
It just really doesn't. And this is coming from someone who literally is a Giannis
greatness.
part of the Giannis hive. I gave him the name Freak of the East. By the way, everybody will try to run with that. I gave Giannis the name Freak of the East. I was the first person to call Giannis the Freak of the East. And then after I said it, then I saw all these networks starting to pop up and call him a Freak of the East. I called Giannis Freak of the East first. Go back. It was actually on happy hour. Probably like happy hour, like 50 something. And literally that was when I first got my drum that my girl bought me when she went overseas. And she brought me back a drum from like Cuba or some shit. And I was literally playing it to my boom, 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 Freak of the East. Boom. And so I like Giannis, but I'm just looking at this team and I'm sorry. Like, I don't see. He has to play like a god upon God.
It's not just about him though, bro.
And I just don't think that is possible.
It's not just like even.
But it has to
No,
be
it's
about
not
him. That's a
just about
lie,
him, bro. Again,
when
listen.
Steph Curry is the head of the snake,
It's
he's
not
the
just
head of the
about
snake.
Steph though. Like people, it's not just about Steph. For instance,
How do I do good though?
for
Turn your mic up
It's
to
a team.
defend that.
It's a team sport. Dog.
I
What you
agree it's a
talking
team
about?
sport.
For instance,
but
even-
it take a big dog. A
For
big dog
instance-
got to be a big
for
dog.
instance-
Is a big dog not got to be a big dog?
For instance, bro, even like yesterday, when everybody was tweeting all the Steph highlights, Draymond had 16 assists. The fuck?
I don't really care about them 16 assists.
What do you mean, G?
How many of them with Steph?
So what?
If he don't make them, then you only got 7.
If he don't pass you the ball, what the fuck? You getting doubled the whole game. Not
Somebody
granted,
else
hold
can
on.
pass him the ball, G.
Who on that team? Who
Who's
on that
doubling
team?
Draymond? Or how is Draymond how is Draymond preventing Steph Curry from a double team? You're on drugs.
What do you
Draymond
mean?
don't even
No,
shoot the
actually,
ball.
no, actually,
he don't even
no,
shoot
because
he
it's
doesn't
ve-
even
no,
shoot.
no,
G.
because
he don't even
it's
shoot.
very
G.
hard to double.
Draymond don't
It's
even
very-
shoot. G.
It's very hard.
I
to
can't
double.
wait to have Draymond hopefully
it's
on
very
here one
hard
day.
to double somebody.
Because I want to
off
talk to
ball.
this man. I want him to tell me why
That's
he think
not
he
all
is
of
as great
offense,
as he
bro.
think
Like,
he
it's
is.
it's hard to
And
double.
not because I'm hating on him, because I think he's great. He's a Hall of Famer. 2nd, 3rd, 4th ballot Hall of Famer.
It's not.
But you literally said this man was better than Chris Bosh, G. That hurt me.
He has
G.
contributed more to winning than Chris
You-
Bosh.
that-
He
you're
has.
lying.
He has.
You are lying.
It's a fucking fact. G.
You're
He was a three-time champion.
lying.
He is a 3-time champion.
What team
How
is
am
he
I lying,
led?
bro?
What team is he led?
What team Chris Bosh lead?
What team is he led?
What
He
team
is the
Bosh
Tony
lead?
Kukoc of. He is the Tony Kukoc of defensive players.
What?
Yes, you heard
How?
me.
Tony
Heard me.
Kukoc wasn't winning no goddamn
Draymond
award.
is the Tony. Write that down. Draymond is the Tony Kukoc
That
of
don't even make
defensive
sense,
players.
G.
You're lying.
It don't even make sense.
It does.
Kukoc is not winning no awards for being great on defense.
Yeah, but he's remembered for that. He's
For what?
honestly,
Defense?
he honestly should be a Hall of Famer for to be honest for his basketball career.
Debatable.
Tony Kukoc should be a Hall of Famer.
Debatable.
So
I don't think he did enough in his I don't think he did
why
enough.
he contributed as much as Draymond?
I don't think he did enough individually.
Kukoc
in
contributed
NBA career.
as much as Draymond. Write that down. Write that down as well. Tony Kukoc contributed as much as Draymond. Did he
No, he
not?
did- no.
You're lying to me. The Bulls would have 3 rings without Kukoc.
Yeah.
All right.
They could have found somebody
All
for
right.
Kukoc,
Okay.
bro.
All right. You're lying.
They could have found somebody for Kukoc, bro.
Big dogs gotta eat. What you talking about? They can start Jordan and Scotty. Come on, man. They're not
could've
winning
found
without them.
They
Come on.
needed Kukoc.
I mean, obviously they needed him
They
because of the
needed
team game,
Kukoc.
but they could have found
They
somebody to
needed
fulfill
Kukoc.
Kukoc's role.
No, they couldn't have.
Yes, they could've.
No, they couldn't have.
Yes, they
No, they
could've.
couldn't have.
Yes, they could've.
No, they couldn't have.
Yes, they
Kukoc was
could've.
the offensive Iggy.
That's fair.
You can't find nobody to fulfill that role.
Yes, you can.
And Rodman is not even comparable to Draymond because he's so much better than him.
Not at that point in time.
You're on crack.
At that point in time, no. At that point in time, no. At that point in time, no. In 98, fuck no. 96, 97, okay. 98, fuck no.
Lee, can you please Google Dennis Rodman stats from 1998?
Google him.
You can do it on a computer, Lee. You don't have to use your phone, bro.
Google him. Then
You're on drugs.
Google
G.
him. He wasn't even starting half the game.
I guarantee you average close to double digits in rebounds. Draymond,
I'm sure he averaged double digit
exactly.
rebounds,
So I don't
yeah.
want to hear that, G.
He's a but
Draymond's
he's a better
averaging
rebounder than Draymond.
single, and you sit up here comparing.
Yeah, but he's a better rebounder than
And
Draymond,
by the way,
bro.
the Brooklyn Nets are coming back. Lee, have you clicked on that score?
Yeah, I'm mad as fuck. I really got
Recently,
this is
F3
ignorant.
on the keyboard. Yeah. Go ahead. You get ready to take them shots. I told you, James Harden finna go off. Let's get it.
But again,
Chris Paul hairline is slowly fading away. I can see it.
97, 98, 4 points, but then he also averaged 15 rebounds.
Come on, G. Stop lying to me. You're lying to me.
how many assists?
What?
And how many blocks?
14
Almost
rebounds?
almost 3 assists, 2.9.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, that's
And
fair.
then how many blocks?
That's fair.
Less than 0.2.
Okay.
Not
Still, but come on,
That's
G.
fair.
Stop disrespecting this man.
I wasn't being
He averaged
disrespectful.
15 rebounds.
I wasn't
G.
being disrespectful.
You are being
And then
disrespectful.
hold on, wait.
You can add up.
That
You
led
can
the
add
league
up.
that year.
You can
That
add
led
up
the
all
Pull
Draymond's
up
single
Draymond
stats,
peak
and they won't
years.
equal that 15 rebounds.
Pull up Draymond's peak years, because sometimes we get to talking about Draymond and they talk about
Pull
Draymond
up Dennis
right now.
Rodman's peak years.
I
Are
mean,
you really
obviously-
comparing Draymond Green to Dennis
No,
Rodman,
Dennis
G?
Rodman is a better
I
player
swear
than
to
Dray-
God,
No,
bro.
what are we doing, Z?
No, what are you doing? What are you doing?
You literally are not even listening to what I'm saying.
Why did you even
I
mention pull up Draymond best years when I mentioned Dennis Rodman?
Because we talking about the championship years. So I'm saying pull up Draymond peak years.
How many
which is those
years did
championship
Rodman? How
years.
many? Rodman only won one championship with the Bulls.
He won 3. And
Then
I
stop
said,
playing with me.
and
You're
what-
stop playing
and
with the
what-
public, G.
And what I said was
All right,
in
G.
95, 96, no. In 96, 97, no. In 97, 98, it is debatable.
No.
Fuck do you
He
mean?
was never better than Rodman in any of them championship years. He was he has not contributed at even them 3 years he didn't contribute as much as
tripping.
Rodman. You tripping.
You tripping.
You tripping.
tripping.
Draymond can guard Shaq.
No. No. But Robin can run a team?
Can Draymond give you 15 rebounds?
Can Robin switch at that point in time and guard guards? At that point in time. This is not young Robin. Young Robin, hell yeah. Young Robin's whooping Mike ass sometimes. But can that Robin switch out and guard guards?
That
like
Rodman,
Draymond was
that
doing?
Rodman wouldn't be a starter today in the NBA.
What, that Robin? Yeah, he can start. Put him at center.
So what are you talking about?
But could he switch out and guard guards? I don't know. The same. Could he switch out and guard guards with the same effectiveness, with the same level
So
of
Rodman
effectiveness
can play
Draymond could
today?
back then? I didn't say he couldn't. I just said he
Stop
could.
acting like he couldn't. You tweaking.
I said with the same level of effectiveness that Draymond Green was
so
doing back
Rodman
then.
wouldn't be effective today?
That's not. How did you?
I'm asking you a question. I didn't
said
say you said
same
anything. I
level
just
of
how are you saying I'm telling you
I said
something
same
if I'm
level-
asking you a question?
Yeah,
Did I
yeah.
not literally
Yes,
preposition it as a
yes,
question? It's a
yes,
question.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yes, he
the
could play
fucking
today.
question.
If you can get 20 rebounds, you can
Don't
play
say
any
I said
era.
you said nothing.
If
I
you can
asked
get
you a
20
question.
rebounds, you can play any era of basketball.
All right,
yes.
then. Stop
You
playing
get
with me,
20
G. I ain't
rebounds.
say you said nothing. I asked you a goddamn question.
Yes,
Answer the
if
question.
you can get 20 rebounds, you can play any era of basketball. But at that point in time, it's debatable
Okay.
between the two.
You're
But
tweaking, but no.
But anyway, back
You're
to Giannis.
tweaking, but no.
I don't think Giannis.
No year in Draymond's career, but no. I feel you. Go
I don't
ahead.
think Giannis has to do more. I disagree with
He
that.
has to do way
No,
more.
I just think that I think that they have to be coached differently in many ways. I think they actually asked Giannis to do too much. Giannis is not some great scorer. He's probably not going to be that. He's just not.
I disagree with that. If you can average a 30 ball, you're a great scorer.
No, he's not a great scorer. He can put up points, but he's not a great scorer.
Somebody
What-
want us to do our top 10 guards of all time.
We've
We got to
done
do that.
shit before,
Let's do
but-
it again.
Okay. All right. But yo, can you pull up Giannis's playoff stats and compare them with his regular season stats, and also compare the percentages?
Yep. And if you're watching this right now, please go ahead and drop a like. Lee, you can also, like I told you, you could do it on the computer on the Chrome if you want to.
Because
But
again, I just don't think he has to do more. I just think that they have to figure out how to help him be effective. Like, even I was watching something on KG the other day, and they was talking about some of the same complaints that people have about KG they have about Giannis, because they said KG was a jump shooter and he couldn't score on the block like Tim Duncan could. But same time, look at the team.
Yeah, but I mean,
But same time, listen. But look at the teams they had him playing with. You never gave him another dominant perimeter player. Now
he asked Stephon Marbury.
he left. Steph got mad and wanted to leave. What the fuck? Yeah, he did, and he got mad and wanted to leave. The fuck you? Did they try
By
to
the
pay
way,
Joe Smith on the
Lee,
table?
write down the time code for when him saying he left. I'm sorry, you'll see it in the in the recording program
He
because
left.
we need to put that in the basket. I'm sorry, in the board. He left.
He left. So it's like, so again with Giannis, it's like again, you know this man Giannis is not some I'm an ISO for the end of the game and do some shit. Why are you giving him the ball in that situation? You got a whole
Because that's
Chris
what you
Middleton.
want the big guys to do.
No, you don't need the big guys
That's
to do
what
that.
Shaq be saying.
There is a
Big
myth.
fella, you should be.
There is
big fella, you
this
should be
myth.
averaging 20 and 30, 30 and 35.
There is this
34,
myth that just because you're the best player, you gotta take the last shot. No, the fuck you don't.
30 and 36.
There is this myth because you're the best player, you gotta take the last shot. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
I don't necessarily think it's about taking the last shot with Giannis. I think it's about him having to be assertive enough to and as he told me when I said when I asked him last year what's the difference, he said I'm just playing the same way but making better reads. I think that he just has to continue to evolve his game. I don't care about how many jump shots he's shooting right now because they're not going in. When they going in at a high clip, no, I do too. But when they go in at a high clip, then I'll actually be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's interesting. For now, no.
I'm crying at that's interesting.
For now, no. It's
I also,
interesting.
I also, again, that's why I also like to draw that pickup because it gives them another scorer in half-court situations. And again, with the Heat series last year, people gonna say what they want to say about it. It's an aberration. They literally won
Aberration.
They literally
Not aberration.
whatever aberration. They literally won one game with no time left on the clock. G. What you mean, G?
Yeah.
No time left. That easily could have been a 1-1 series. If it's a 1-1 series, we don't know what the hell happens in game 3. Then also, it was just a complete opposite. Miami was like, we want to shoot a whole bunch of threes. And Milwaukee was like, don't come in the paint. Well, now we got to switch up the whole defense we've been running all year.
Hold on. Say that again for the fans that didn't get it.
Miami was like, we want to shoot a whole bunch of threes. Milwaukee was like, you're not coming in the paint.
I mean, yeah. So that's exactly you played. I mean, they played.
You played the exact opposite.
But that's part of the reason why I've been telling you for a while that Coach Bud
I'm
is
not
not a
angry
great
with
coach.
that. The reason, and look, the first thing
Coach Bud is not a great coach.
the first thing he should have been scolded was in the Raptors
Ryan
series
scolded.
when George Hill was clearly playing a better basketball game. When George,
oh my God, Landry Shamet. Gee, I've never seen Landry Shamet do that in my life, G. Landry Shamet just took DeAndre Ayton, went through the legs and laid it up with the left, G. Landry Shamet, G. Where my camera at? Landry, G. Landry, G. All right, my bad.
but yeah, no, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I forgot what I was even saying.
Boy, if Landry Shamet go play like that, they might win. They got to cash that Tyler Johnson. Let's get it. Patty about to take some shots. I can't wait. Yeah. Shot.
I may be lying. You know what?
Also, by the way, I'm finna randomly record a bunch of random ass sayings and we're gonna program it on the board.
By the way, the Nets offense now, when I say it hits the fuck story, this shit crazy.
It's very, very
It's fucking
good, but
crazy.
their defense is terrible. They gave up 110 points in
matter.
6 minutes left.
It don't matter. All the Nets need to do is get 5 important stops a game.
I'm mad
I
as
think
hell
they can do that.
Steve Nash became Mike D'Antoni's mini-me.
Literally, all they got to do is put together 5 stops
Low
a game.
key, that might be the episode name of this episode. Actually, never mind.
Hell no,
I forget-
Landry.
Never mind.
He got
I was about
fouled,
to
though.
Landry, he did. Never mind, because we gotta do some stuff with Steve Nash. I don't want to get mad at him. Steve Nash still one of my favorite players, but
Why is that mad?
Huh?
He is. He even got the man on the fucking bench with him to tell him what to do. The fuck? He literally said this is literally. They said during the game his thing for coaching was this when Mike D'Antoni walked into Steve Nash walked into Son's gym. Don't complete quote me because it's not the complete quote, but he said something like D'Antoni walked in the gym and said, "I don't want to coach these guys too much, just enough." And Steve Nash don't just because that's not the full quote paraphrasing. He walked in there and said, "Yeah, I'm gonna do the same." I feel him. I ain't coaching them. I'm finna walk in there. I'm finna give them some encouragement.
About to say, I ain't coaching these and then said a complete. I'm about to say, gee, what, bro?
I'm finna walk in there, give them some encouragement.
Yeah.
Give them a couple of plays to go to out of timeouts and sub.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all figure that out.
Pav, you gonna have to take a couple shots, bro.
No, I'm not. They're not gonna lose the game.
All right, you wanna double or nothing, make it 4 shots?
No, I'm not. No,
You
I don't even
wanna-
want to put nobody through that.
You want a 1.5 at it or nothing?
No, I don't want to put nobody through that.
Who is nobody?
I don't even want to put you through that.
You ain't gonna put me through it because Brooklyn's gonna win this game.
I don't
James
want-
Harden just came back in the game.
What does that mean?
That means that he's gonna go on a scoring run. I told you he's gonna score 28 in the second half. Watch, he about to go off of 15. Chris Paul out there dribbling, G. Chris Paul looked like a black Bob Cousy at this point in time, G. He just out there off pure fundamentals.
Nah, he could ball, G. He still got
All
hands.
right, there go Harden. All right, good
That's
pass.
going
Cash
in.
that, Joe Harris. Ah, come on, Jeff Green. You got to make that, man. Talking about you got hit. You did not get hit in the head. Hit a bullshit ass 3 Cash. I hate Chris Paul. I knew he was going to hit that before. You want to know something crazy, bro? I be at home calling Cash before guys even lift up to shoot. And Shannon be like, how you know he's going to shoot? I'm
'Cause
like,
you just know.
I'm like, because I know that's his rhythm. Like that's exactly the kind of
KD
dumbass shot.
KD
No, Jeff Green. Yes, Jeff Green.
KD pull up threes be fucking telegraphed when he get the ball.
For real, literally.
Gee.
You can tell he practiced.
Usually what happens is somebody hit a 3 and he get mad. So he come up the court and literally when he get the ball, I'm like, he finna pull this bitch. Okay, this is exciting now.
CP3 trying to get me to take 2 shots. Damn, I really don't want to take 2 shots. Damn, I really don't want to take 2 shots. Come on, James Harden. Do it for me, James Harden. I call that man Dames Harden.
But yeah, nah, Lee, I don't think
He got Dames too. Go ahead, Lee.
Small game, James. Come on, dog. That's what you put your money on tonight? That's what you put your money on?
I feel bad though. Hell no. Joe Harris. Joe Harris, let's get it. We in the
What you
building.
mean you gonna make them shoot? Gee, that's what they want to do, bro.
No, G, it's not. But it's not what they. It's not really what they want to do because you have to make them shoot and have to make them defend on the other end. So if you make them have to guess on defense and play smart on defense, it's not happening.
The thing about it is,
Don't do
the thing
that.
about it is, bro, you gotta score with them.
Don't
G.
shoot that, Devin.
Like,
Oh
they gon'
Lord, Chris
score,
Paul
bro.
from the corner. Oh, he cast it out again.
Fair.
Damn you, Chris Paul.
The thing about it is, you gotta score with them.
Damn you,
G.
Chris Paul. Score with who?
The Nets, you have to score with
Most
them.
teams in the NBA can put up 125.
Not like them, G. They could put up 140.
I don't care. 140 is unimpressive to me if you can't defend.
G.
No,
Again,
you heard exactly what I said.
I know.
And one.
Like
Come
I
on,
said,
Harden. Okay.
obviously they can't be 25th. But if they get to even top 20, all they need to do is, again, I want their offensive rating to be at like 125, some shit we ain't never seen before.
Yeah.
And I still trust, obviously, these are the guys who are going to be on the court in certain situations. But all they need to do is be able to get the, what the hell?
Dog, this man Chris Paul
All
just
right,
hit a 3 from
All
like
right, bro.
30. G.
All right, bro.
man.
All right. All right. All right.
Ah, damn.
All they need to do
this
is-
double shot finna hurt.
All they need to do is be able to get the 4 to 5 stops that they need a game to win.
Yeah, we'll see.
They are missing their best defender,
Who is their best
Kevin
defender?
Durant.
That's unfortunate.
Not really.
Make that, Jeff Green. Please make that. Let's go, Jeff Green.
Gee,
This
is a
man,
shooting
this man, Jeff Green, that turned into
Now
goddamn
this-
Klay Thompson.
Now this
I'm
is
sorry.
exciting.
Literally,
This is a
Jeff Green
shooting
that turned
exhibition.
into goddamn Klay Thompson.
Now this is very exciting. This is a shooting exhibition. You guys actually talk about the Warriors. People have been saying the Warriors should trade Wiseman and the pick.
I agree.
Why you agree?
You either trade them or you trade Steph Curry.
Why?
I agree with the homie Jason Maples on Twitter. You don't waste the last few years of Steph Curry's career trying to wait
How
on.
you wasting it with Wiseman? You don't think Wiseman can ball out?
I didn't say Wiseman couldn't ball out.
You don't think he can contribute to a championship team?
No, not
Contribute.
Not immediately.
All he got to do is catch lobs.
No,
Catch lobs and play some defense.
not immediately. Immediately, the
He got,
Warriors.
like-
Can you shut up and listen?
Okay.
Shut the fuck up and listen. The Warriors have won 3 of the past 6 championships, 7 championships, and you still got 3 of the core same guys you had winning 3 of them championships. A rookie who you have to wait 2 to 3 years to develop is not going to help you. The problem for the Warriors is, turn the camera on me, is that there is nobody out there for them to trade that's going to make them better. The guy that would have made them better was the guy that Bob Myers and the goddamn owner went on air or in front of the whole damn championship parade.
Now you agree with me.
No, I've been saying that they should have been more appreciative of him. But I also said that Kevin had to have thicker skin if he wanted to just win. But he didn't just want to win. He wanted to win and have fun with his friends. It's the difference.
You want to do hood rat shit with his friends and win.
It's not even that.
It's a joke.
No, I know it's a joke. It's not even that. I do hood rat shit with my friends and we win all the time. So I feel him. If I was with a bunch of square ass niggas, I'd be mad as hell too. These niggas is some squares, G. I want to go to the booty club, or at least tweet about going to the booty club, because we all know who Kevin Durant was back when Twitter was actually what Twitter was supposed to be. So overall, I mean, I think if you can, but who do you trade Wiseman for? There's nobody to trade him for.
Yeah, you could trade somebody for Wiseman.
Who is going to make them a championship contender? Nobody other than Giannis. And Giannis signed a supermax. He's not leaving. Even if you trade Wiseman, you trade him in the offseason.
In my humble opinion.
So it's not going to happen.
I
feel them, but no, it's not happening.
In my humble opinion, I don't understand why if Clay can come back and be some semblance of what he was, they can't contend for a championship. You still have Steph Curry, who at worst is the top 10 player in the league. You still have Klay Thompson, who, if he comes back and is some semblance of what he is, at worst a top 35 player in the league. Draymond Green is still a top 50 player in the league. Wiggins, hold on.
Is Draymond still a top 50 player in the league?
He's a top 50 player in the league. He's top 50 player in the league.
He's more like in the 60s.
You can't go out there and get 16 assists, 7 rebounds.
He's more like in that 60-something range.
I disagree with you. But anyway.
I disagree with you disagreeing with
whatever,
me.
fine. Anyway, Draymond Green is still a top 50 player in the league.
What do you think, Lee? Real quick.
Definitely top 50 still.
Top 50?
Yeah, 55
Easily.
in the league. Even just off his mind. It's not 50 people smarter than Draymond in the league.
That make you a top 50 player?
Yeah.
It's not, I don't know if it's 50 people in the league smarter than Udonis Haslem.
You do good though. What's wrong with you, G? Come on, man.
What you want with that man, G? What you want with that man, G? What you want with... Hey, Draymond, man, come to the set one day, G. You got to speak to this man. What
do you got to speak to me about? It's facts,
G. What you want with that man,
History
G?
will not hold
You
Draymond.
got his Haslem.
No. While this is happening, I want you all to understand. While history is happening, I am here at the same time while history is happening, telling you, don't believe in that shit they going to tell you in the future. It's bullshit. They're lying. Him telling you Draymond better than Chris Bosh is bullshit. Him telling you Draymond contributed more to winning than Ben Wallace is bullshit.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's bullshit.
How did he not, G? He won a defense player of the year, G.
One. Do it again.
None of them won anything.
Who was none of them?
None of the people I named. None of them. Chris Bosh made All NBA once.
He was the third.
Draymond made it
he
twice.
He was the third option. When you're
the second option on offense.
He was the third option. You're a liar. Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant didn't exist.
He was dribbling the fucking ball the whole
Klay
damn
Thompson,
game.
Kevin Durant didn't exist.
He won before that.
KD didn't have the ISOs. KD didn't have the ISOs.
He won before that. They won
drugs.
before he came there. Don't do that.
Hit the button.
They won before he came there. Don't do that.
Hit the button.
They won before he came there. Don't do that.
Hit the button.
They won before he came there. Don't do that.
Even before he came there. He wasn't the second option. Klay Thompson.
He was dribbling the ball. Klay can't dribble.
That don't mean nothing. That mean he the second option?
Yes, G.
No.
Could you have to get Klay
what
the
option
ball?
was Michael Redd then? He couldn't dribble either. He couldn't dribble
better
that
than
well.
Klay Thompson.
Not really.
And actually,
Lord.
hold on, wait.
Lord.
You could argue Andrew Bogut was the one setting up the offense for those Bucks teams, and they played through the post.
Go home.
You could argue that.
Go home.
That's when Bogut was averaging like
Go
6 assists.
home.
And that's also why Bogut was so good with the Warriors, because he could pass.
That's also why you need to go home.
I'm at home. Leave.
I'm talking to you, motherfucker. I'm telling you to leave your old domicile. I'm not talking to me, motherfucker. I can leave. I will gladly leave. You want to put up all this shit, be my guest. I will gladly fucking leave and go home and hang out with my daughter. Fuck as you said.
Relax, bro.
No, leave your own domicile, motherfucker. Leave this place where you pay to live. Because you wildin'.
I will say though, I'm agreeing with this person. They said Curry, Thompson, Draymond, Wiggins, and young James Wiseman sounds like a championship contender.
Yeah, G, what the fuck else you
If
need?
Steph Curry win a championship with Andrew Wiggins, I will
said
get
they gonna win it.
stop.
What else you need?
If Steph Curry win a championship with Andrew Wiggins, I will literally get an Andrew Wiggins tattoo on my back the size of my fist.
Wiggins
is better than D-Lo.
I swear to God,
Wiggins
if Steph Curry can win a championship with Andrew Wiggins, I will tattoo this man right here on my arm, same size as my fist. smiling, and I'll let him to pick the fucking picture. Because it's not happening.
Wiggins been
Midigans.
The
And
Warriors,
it's nothing personal.
The Warriors
He's just not that great.
The Warriors actually won that trade, which is the craziest part about that whole
They didn't
trade.
win that trade.
Yes, the
How
fuck they
many more
did.
years do they got D'Lo? Shut up.
Who?
The Timberwolves. They still got D'Lo for 2 more years.
Okay, they got a pick out of that deal too. That might get flipped into something.
Who got a pick?
The Warriors.
That pick ain't gonna be shit.
How do you know?
Cause it's the lottery. It's not gonna happen. You think the Warriors gonna get 2 top picks in 2 years in a row? You on drugs?
It's top 3 protected, but they might get the 4th pick. 4th pick ain't shit.
Who even in this draft?
A lot of people. It's a great draft, actually. It's a great draft.
I ain't heard
it's a great draft.
I ain't heard nothing about nobody but the dude that's in
Kay Cunningham
in the G League on the Ignite. I mean, them 2 dudes.
Kay Cunningham, Jonathan Kuwanga.
I never heard none of these dudes.
Kay Cunningham is the best prospect in the nation. He's at Oklahoma State. They compare him to like Paul George. Dunk that.
Come on, G. I'm not rocking. If that's your comparison, that's not fire.
What the fuck you mean? You wouldn't draft Paul George number 1?
No.
All right, bro.
He like a number 3 pick.
How many number 1 picks as good as Paul George? You gonna start?
A lot of them.
Pull up the last 20 number 1 picks and tell lies.
Don't hit that.
Get the
No.
fuck out of here. That's going in. Oh
Get
shit.
that. Let's go. Let's go. Baby, take a double shot.
I want the Nets to win. Too.
Lee, is
That's
the
bad
score still
part.
up on the thing?
No.
Yeah! James Harden! Yeah! I told you. 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 I told. This carpet slippery as hell. I might just spray my MCL. PCL, ACL. You got shot glasses?
No.
Hi, G, come.
I don't know why I shot glasses.
G, I swear to God, bro. If you don't take a trip to IKEA, G, we gonna fight, G. You don't need an interior designer to go to IKEA, G. Take your ass to IKEA and spend $200, G. Buy some fucking shot glasses. Man, I've been in this man's house for like 3. Damn, hurt my knee. Got a goddamn. Look at this. Got a rug burn on my knee, bro. That's wild as hell. But I told you that man James Harden was gonna do it.
Him rooting for James
Click
Harden.
on Pavi Cam. I know I'm blurry.
Him believing in James Harden got to be one of the greatest. We have had heel turns on this show.
It's not a heel turn. How is it a heel turn?
Enjoying Steph play.
My heel has never turned.
Me enjoying Steph play.
Is a fallacy because you don't enjoy that man playing.
I don't mind watching
You
Steph
only
play.
saying that because he's not a threat.
I don't
If he
mind
was a
watching
threat to
Steph
beat
play.
LeBron, you would be sitting up here crying, oh, it's bullshit. He took
I don't even watch the
13
Lakers
threes. I
no
remember
more.
you used to be like, Steph took 13 threes. That's trash. Now everybody taking 13 threes. Now all of a sudden it's in vogue. You disgust me.
It was
You
weak.
disgust
The
me.
threes he take now is different.
You disgust me. All right, Devin Booker got the ball. Landry Shamet defended him. All right, Devin Booker
That's a
got him. Got a. He shoots it. He misses it. Nets get the ball. Joe Harris got the ball. Keep the ball. Joe Harris keep the ball. Get the ball. There we go. Somebody call timeout. Thank you. All right, cool. Brooklyn got 2 timeouts. Pavi about to take 2 shots.
By the way.
Pavi about to take 2 shots.
By the way.
Pavi about to take 2
By the
shots.
way, hold on, wait.
Pavi
By
about
the
to
way.
take 2 shots.
By the way, these are the games. When I see this, where I'm like, they might not need to play 20, 30
These
games
are
together.
the times we
They
always
might not.
for.
Like, gee, this offense is insane. Literally, they can score 30 points in like 6 minutes. I've never seen no shit like this.
You have
Who?
Golden State
It wasn't like this. G.
Warriors.
It wasn't
Why
like
you
this.
always lying?
It wasn't like this. It wasn't like this.
Why
They were not
you
winning
lying?
games. No,
You're lying.
No,
They had
you're
one of the
lying.
best defense.
You're lying.
They
You're
had
lying.
why you
You're
hit that
lying.
for? Who you
You're
hit that
lying.
for?
You're
Defend
lying.
that. Who you hit that? You
You're
get
For
lying.
done.
Pavi, because the Warriors.
The Warriors had
were
one of the
blowing
best
teams
and they
out.
had
It's
one of the
like
best
2.5
defenses in the league. You're
quarters.
lying.
Listen. Hold on, listen. Hold
you're
on, listen.
lying.
Right now,
You
what's
are
the
a liar.
No, what's your best Warriors year that you want to go
You
with?
can bring up any year they had
We
a
gonna bring
way
up the
better
year they
defensive
won.
rating.
Yeah, defensive rating. Yes,
So that's why they had historic NBA
They
offenses.
were 150.
Devin Booker
They
over there
had
looking sad as hell,
They
boy.
had a 115 offense. They had a 114 offensive rating, which the Dallas Mavericks offense last is better than their offense. The thing about it was the Mavericks didn't have that damn defense that the damn Warriors had.
That's my whole point.
Exactly.
The
So what I'm saying,
defense
I ain't
create the
never seen no
offense. The
shit
defense
like
create
this.
The offense is so forth it go, and on you go. You feel
The
me?
Brooklyn Nets have a 118
Defensive
right
play- the
now,
defense do
and I
what
think
it
they have
is
like a
without.
120. Actually, let me look what they had the last month if I can
just
even
talking.
find that.
All right, okay. Brooklyn got the ball. Jeff Green's about to inbound it. All right.
What I was trying to say is, yes,
throws
they-
it to Harden, catches it, and Devin Booker smacks him in the face.
What I was trying to
And
say
Harden flops
is,
a little bit,
yes,
grabs his lip.
is
Harden
yes-
going to the free throw line.
Is yes, their defense create offense. The Nets just be hawking people down because they can't play no defense. They be hawking people down. It's different.
Harden dragged his foot a little bit. That should have been a travel on Harden.
The
but I
Warriors would D you up and then get in transition. Steph hit 3 threes. Also, the leads were never that big with the Warriors. You be up like 10 and they hit 3 threes because they just locked you down. They be hawking people down, G.
Not
hawking
really.
them down.
Not really.
Okay.
Not really.
Okay.
Not
and
really.
also,
Harden 36, 11, and 6. I actually think that Harden can actually be the MVP this year.
he can be. He's not going to
Actually, who's your MVP? Is LeBron the MVP this year? Because everybody's telling me that
right
LeBron
now.
is. And a lot of people are saying Donovan Mitchell should be in the MVP.
Hell
conversation.
no. Gobert should.
Why not Donovan Mitchell?
Because Gobert's the best player on that team. And also, if you look at all the defensive stats, Gobert is near the top at every single one. And the Jazz still hang their hat on defense.
I can't be mad at it.
Every single one. To me, the Jazz offensively is a team effort.
Nah.
Offensively, the Jazz ain't a team effort.
Offensively?
G. Clarkson had fucking 40 last night.
Yeah,
40.
But that's what you want from a Jamal Crawford guy.
Clarkson is the sixth man of the year. Mike Conley, is having a resurgent season. Bogdan Bogdanovic, even though he hasn't been great this season, he's still been good. Royce O'Neal, has been stepping up. But Gobert is to me the thing that makes that whole thing work. You can't go in the paint, and he's gonna affect most big men if you're not Jokic or somebody like that, who clearly don't care about nobody. My MVP of who's been playing the best is actually Jokic, but they not winning enough games to give him that award.
What's Jokic in them right now? Do you know?
I think they're like 5th or 7th in the West, something like that. They're not winning enough games for me to get that man that award actually. So if I had to say one, I'ma say Embiid.
Yeah.
But LeBron can easily take that away, especially now with Anthony Davis not being there. And I think that the Jazz stay number one. Gobert should get some votes. He shouldn't win it. But he should be top 5.
Yeah, I don't really think that there is an MVP right now. I think
That's fair.
G,
come on,
I
G.
think that we.
Come on, G. I'm
but
really
I
finna
told
take
you
shots,
this.
G.
You
Come
finna have to
on,
take
G.
2 shots.
Come on,
Where your glass at? Let me pull up the first one.
G.
Let me pull up the first one because you down 4. Where's that glass at?
Hold on, bro.
Hey Lee, can you go get a glass out the cabinet, a fresh one?
I got it. This one. Mine is like right. Yeah, right.
Yeah. You grab that. Hand that over. Hell no, yeah.
Hold on.
Chris Paul got his shoots from the logo. Misses. Yeah. I told Pavi the Nets were gonna come back and win this game versus the Phoenix Suns.
Man, hold on. Can I?
And
can I
you can't get nothing.
Can I compare myself?
No. Get the glass.
Can I
No, get the
myself?
glass. Get the glass. Turn the camera on both of us.
I gotta stand up. Take this shit. Fuck, bro.
Hey, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Turn the camera on both of us. Turn that camera on this man. We need to see this man's face. Turn that other one on that man. Loosen up on the same side, both of them. Come on. This one.
Gee, you whoa. All right, okay.
Relax.
I thought you finna dump that shit. Gee, what you want?
This ain't a shot.
All right,
No,
yeah, come
stop.
on, yeah,
That's
come
not
on,
a
come
shot.
Come on. That's
That's
enough.
not a shot.
That's a shot, bro. Gee, what you want?
That's a real shot. Is it camera on him? Can you see him? Is it focused on him? Focus it up on him. Turn it on autofocus. Hit the AF button on him. No. On the lens. On the camera lens. There should be a little AF button. Hit that button. Huh?
Want me to just sit down?
No, you can stand right there. Is it on him? Can they see him? Take your shot. That's one. That's what you get for doubting small game James. He's the regular season GOAT. Talk to him. Pavi. Take that shot.
Come on, G. How the Suns?
Take the shot.
How the Suns let this happen, G?
Let's go. Shot. Yeah. Hit the applause again for Pappy. You turn it back on both of us. Hold on.
Give me a lot of that, bro. Can we?
Nah. Hold on. Where the lemonade at? Oh, here. You want some? Just it's some lemonade in there. You want?
Nah,
some?
it's just alcohol in there. Lemonade.
It's just lemonade.
You sure?
Yeah. There you go. You get a little splash of lemonade.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
He go put both of the cameras on him.
Oh,
Lee,
shit.
we need all the heat on this man. Show Pappy right now.
Shit.
Zoom out a little bit. Twist the lens. Okay. All right. There we go. Yeah.
I really want to see the moment in which I stood up and said no. I was like, no.
Oh, bro. It's not
I've
happening.
seen it
Put
so-
two of them on there. Put 2 shots on it.
Because I've seen it so many times.
Put 2 shots on it. That's what you said.
I've seen it so many times.
You said,
G.
put 2 shots on it.
I've seen that shot so many times. G. I watch the man play every day. G. I've seen the shot so many times. G. Come on, G.
That's what happened.
What just even happened, bro? I gotta go
You
back
see
and
how
watch
he
it.
trying to
What
talk
just
his,
even happened, bro?
You got both of them cameras on. You see how he trying to talk his way out the second
I'm
one.
gonna take the shot, G. It's
We
just
wait-
like,
we
give me
waiting
a
on-
second. Give me a second. I'm gonna take the shot, bro.
Come on, take the shot. You used to pass out in the street in leather pants because you were
This
so
ain't
drunk.
then.
That man said, "I'm a civilian now."
I'm a family man, G. No. No.
You ain't got no goddamn family in this house. Stop lying to them. You ain't got no goddamn family in this house. Stop lying to these.
My Sade painted my family.
I'm crying, dog. $2,000 painting. No, I lost some art.
Oh my God, that did not go as planned.
Yeah, it didn't. It definitely didn't go as planned.
We can keep
Now
going.
you
I'm
about-
vibing as far as like I ain't got shit to do.
Oh, you want to keep recording?
We can keep going.
We
I'm
can.
vibing. I ain't got shit to do.
I mean, what do you want to talk about? Lee, give us some topics.
Who coming out the West?
Pavi.
I said the Jazz. I believe that. The Jazz.
Over both LA teams.
The reason be okay. Look, here's my reason for saying the Jazz. Right, my reason for saying the Jazz. My actual reason for saying the Jazz is because I know people was contesting me about it. I don't think AD is healthy. And I don't think if AD is healthy that AD means a lot to that basketball team. He's their best defensive player. Sometimes even their best and most efficient offensive player. Sometimes. Not every night, but sometimes. And I just don't think that man is 100% healthy. And I don't know if he gets 100% healthy this season. I don't know if that happens for him this year. The Clippers, you know, PG has the bone issue in his foot. I Googled what it is. Obviously, the doctors know more than me. I think he can come back and play on it, but to me, it's really an issue. I don't know if it's something that'll heal in season while he's playing on it. Completely heal. And also, even still, I think this week will tell me more about Jazz versus the Clippers. But the Clippers just have an issue with guards for some reason. They just do. Like, guards come into LA, play the Clippers, and go nuts. Happens all the time. All the time. Shake Milton made an NBA career. Shake Milton made an NBA career.
Shake created the shake and bake.
Shake Milton made an
Shake
NBA
created
career.
the shake and bake.
Look, they cooked the Clippers, but Garden and Sexton was balling.
Yeah.
They both had a dub. I remember the game I wouldn't see in the preseason. It's just preseason.
Yeah.
But PG and Kawhi was out there. Donovan Mitchell and Mike Conley cutting promos. Clarkson too.
Yeah.
So for some reason, I don't know why, guards walking there. What Tyler Hero had last night?
He didn't have that much, but he played okay. He didn't have that much.
He had over 20.
Yeah, but it's like that wasn't like a classic like Tyler Hero game. Like
What? Stop. The fuck is a classic Tyler Hero game?
You do good though.
How?
What is the classic Tyler Hero?
Come on,
randomly
man.
Go off for 25 plus.
That's what he did.
What? No, he had 20 plus, didn't he? He had 20. He had more than 25.
I actually don't know what he had.
I don't believe he did.
I think he had 27.
He did?
I want to check right now.
Hold on. No, I'm looking right now. If Tyler Hero had 27 last night, then
27.
All right, well then never mind. Well then I apologize. It didn't feel like that. It didn't.
And he shot 50%.
It
and
did
40% from
No,
three.
listen. I was there.
It didn't feel like that?
But it didn't feel like that because the Clippers guards were responding and scoring as well. Like when I'm saying it, I mean it's like the other guards ain't doing nothing. Like I expected him to be much more dominant yesterday than he was. Honestly, that 27 could have easily been 35. That's what I mean. So when I say a classic Tyler Hero game, like I mean him go crazy. He wasn't going. He had a good game, but he wasn't going quote unquote crazy. He had a couple moves, including that one when he ran up the court and hit somebody with a move, finished with his left and like laid it up. And I was right behind the backboard. That was crazy. But other than that, most of what he was doing was all kind of stuff that was in rhythm within the offense. And also,
Wait a
minute, stop. Reggie Jackson was guarding him most of the time.
Reggie Jackson be guarding a lot of people most of the time.
Reggie Jackson, Terrence Mann, Amir Coffey,
That's no slight to
and
Reggie.
Lou Will was guarding him.
It is
Why you always say it's no slight to Reggie? It's a slight to Reggie. He's not a good fucking defender. Stop saying it's no slight to Reggie Jackson. When did we stop? When does Reggie Jackson become the guy of all guys that we worry about slighting?
Listen.
When the fuck has Reggie Jackson become the guy, the slight guy?
And look.
Get the fuck out of here. Stop telling me that we can't slight Reggie Jackson.
And look.
You're lying to me,
Listen.
G. You're fucking lying to me.
And look, listen.
Get the fuck out of here. Reggie, you're not that great. Reggie, you're not that great. Reggie, you're not that great. Reggie, you're a good backup point guard. You're not that great. The real point guard needs to come back. You're not that great. If that means I'm slighting you and you want to fisticuffs, meet me. Come on, G. You're tweaking.
And the issue with why I said I think the Jazz could do work against them is because those the people who gonna be guarding them.
Saying that bullshit to me.
No, but like those the people who gonna be guarding them.
Slight to Reggie Jackson.
And,
what the fuck?
And
the fuck you become scared of Reggie Jackson?
Nah, I'm just want to be respectful of people. Like because
how
again,
is that disrespectful?
Listen,
in your mind, stop. In your mind, what does Reggie Jackson think he is?
I think probably incredible.
Now? Or 5 years ago?
Probably now. I'm sure he think it's incredible. He play like it.
He can be their starting point guard, though.
Hit the button.
He shouldn't be their
Shut
starting
the
point
fuck
guard.
up.
He should not be
He
their starting
shouldn't.
point.
He could.
He cannot. He should not be.
He could.
You're
He
on
shouldn't.
drugs.
He
Get
could,
off
he
that
shouldn't.
shit. What's wrong with you?
He could. He shouldn't. But
Slighting Reggie Jackson. Come on.
but
G.
but no.
You
like,
ain't worried about slighting PG or Kawhi. We can slide Reggie Jackson. What
But-
the fuck?
But no, just like when going back to basketball, when I like just look at the matchup between them, even like when they go to the bench, Lou Williams and Reggie and those guys, even Pat. I mean, the good thing about Pat against the Jazz is the Jazz also have undersized guards, but Pat is also undersized. He's probably smaller than them, and he doesn't have the level of athleticism that Donovan Mitchell has. Yeah. And then with PG and Kawhi, like they're good against wings, but also these guys are basically 30 years old now. You want them to go out and chase Donovan Mitchell around and Jordan Clarkson speedy ass all around the court? And then you come in the paint, we got Gobert down there. And Bogdanovich and Royce O'Neal, I remember the game they played against Kawhi last year. They do a decent job on Kawhi. The thing about Kawhi is you have to be able to get in his airspace. If you can get in his airspace, you can have a effect on Kawhi's scoring ability. Yeah. You're not going to stop him, but you can make him shoot 42%, 38%.
I mean, I guess that's great.
That's great. I think he's shooting like 52. You make him shoot 42%. I'm taking you out for beer after the game. You deserve dinner, my brother.
Man, something you out for beer after the game.
You deserve dinner, my brother.
You deserve some beer.
You did work. You damn right. So, yeah, right now, honestly, and granted, it could be me hot taking, but they be getting people up out of here. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. I've said Jazz Bucks. Now, that might change because the way the Nets be looking, woo, Lord. But Jazz Bucks.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this because
not
I don't
happening,
think.
but I feel you.
And I'm saying because I don't.
Not
think
happening, but I feel you.
And I'm saying this again. If I thought the Lakers were going to be healthy, I would say the Lakers. But I can't see a way that they're healthy. The man Bron said the man AD Hill was black in the bubble. That shit ain't finna heal in 70 days. Then he got a strain.
I mean, yeah, but even if he didn't play into the playoffs, you'd be fine. Which is honestly what I think they need to just do is say, hey, we're gonna shut him down for the rest of the season, and we'll try to evaluate him come
Here go my
playoff time.
desert baby. Oh, shit.
Oh, did you turn on him? It was the second
That's
shot. He
crazy.
took it. Yeah, how I feel. Man.
I'm definitely finna order some food in a second. Babe. Oh, my goodness. Ah. Ooh.
As always, man, it's Hoops and Brews. Do not drink and drive. If you're under the age of 21, you better not be fucking drinking. Don't do it. It's wrong. If you're under the age of 18 in Canada, please do not be drinking. It's wrong. And as always, please drink in moderation. Please don't go overboard. Today we're drinking the El Tesoro Blanco tequila,
Oh, my goodness.
provided by. Did you pay for this? You shouldn't have, but okay.
No, the company.
Okay, compliments of the company. Girls will have champagne. Compliments of the company.
Woo.
Yeah, exactly. So, All-Star game. How do you feel about what's going to happen? Are you excited for this All-Star game? Do you care about who's going to win?
I always think I'm not excited until things happen, so I don't know. I'd be lying. Like, I would even saying, oh, well, I mean, the NBA can come back whenever. I watch this shit every damn night.
I mean, yeah, but
I'd be
it's
lying.
your job as well. So
Yeah, but I also be lying.
I feel.
We literally just sat up here and said the quality of basketball is bad, and we on the edge of our damn seats the past 6 minutes. I be lying, bro.
I mean, yeah, the quality of basketball is bad, but that doesn't mean that it's not entertaining.
So I don't know. I be lying.
Yeah, I'm not upset at it.
I want to find a Blake Griffin 2021 highlight compilation.
Not finna watch this. Blake Griffin 2021?
This shit.
You might
this
as well
season.
turn DeAndre Jordan compilation.
Hey,
He's still-
DJ been
he's
balling
still
this
dunking.
year. No, DJ been balling.
now he been balling.
They
couple weeks
resuscitated
ago-
him.
A couple weeks ago, you saying he had
They
stone
resuscitated
feet.
him. They resuscitated him. I guess he got his legs back
All right,
because he got that man look like he back in L.A.
all right, man. You told me that he was had stone feet about a week ago.
Again,
Or
I guess
2
they
weeks ago.
resuscitated him because he back.
All right, we'll see.
By the way, this is Kyrie's best season ever.
We'll see. We'll see. Literally, we'll see. It depends on what happens. But-
Well, it's on pace to be his best season ever. God damn, he
we'll
just dropped Draymond clean off.
We'll see. But let's get ready to get out of here. I'm tired. It's been a long day.
Mink, bye. Fuck you talking about bucket boys.
Let's
See,
go
he not
ahead.
dribbling
Let's
that
get our
much. Look at
final
this, 2
plugs in.
dribbles.
Turn the music down, the
2
sound
dribbles.
effects down, Lee, and go ahead, hit that
Look at this, 2
music, and
dribbles.
let's go ahead and
No
let's get ready to
dribbles.
get out of here. All right, go ahead, get your plug in, man. Talk to the people, let them know where they can find
As
you. at.
always, man, follow me on Twitter at PavyWorld, PAVY all one word. Pavers.com, go check that out. Letter to my exes is out right. Letter to my exes is out right now. So is Soft Lips. Make sure you go get that. And yeah, Pavers.com.
Stream that.
Stream that.
Yeah, man. And as always, it's your boy TPJ. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram at RealTPJ. That's REELTPJ. It's a film joke. If you don't get it, you damn dummy. Go make sure you check out my album SS3. The album is out. You can Google that. Google my music, SPKR. As I mentioned before, we have tomorrow HNB Media officially takes over Slick Sports, which is Baron Davis's digital media studio, digital media company, in terms of the website. So slicksports.com. Make sure you go and you check that out. You read the article that we have going up tomorrow. We will have articles for you guys every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. New, fresh articles from new people all around the world. If you want to write for us, please email us at contact@HNB Media. And send us your resume and send us some links to what you've been working on. We want to work with new people, new creators. We got new podcasts coming, new things coming. Shout out to Baron Davis. Shout out to the whole Slick Studios. Shout out to Win Daily for continuing to hit you guys with that fantasy content every day. Shout out to the homie Chris Kidd for editing the articles as well as just doing everything that he's always done. King Watch is back every single week for you guys now. So we will have our Lakers podcast back every week starring the homie Daniel Belts. So make sure if you missed the last episode, you go and you check that out right now. You drop a comment on it. Let him know what your Lakers questions are. He will definitely read those off. But yeah, man, it's been Hoops and Brews. Follow us at Hoops and Brews on SoundCloud, on Twitter, on Instagram. That's Hoops, the letter N, the word Brews. You can find us any single where you want. And as always, man, we definitely appreciate you guys. Hit the music for us one more time, Lee. And until next time, man, any final words, Pappy?
Keep vibing.
Exactly, man. And until then, Lee, yeah, man, I guess you can slowly fade us out, and then we'll get ready to get up out of here, man. Shout out to the fans. Turn the music up. You can let the video rock for another 15, 20 seconds, and let's go ahead and get out of here. Shout out to y'all.
I said no.
I feel so clear. I've been in another gear. Yeah, I've been in